Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I know I'm back. I haven't done a talk through tutorial in a while, so I wanted to do one today. I'm gonna be doing a Valentine's glam. If you guys do notice, I don't have makeup on. Duh. But I did wanted to talk through it. I'm gonna try and not make it as long because ain't nobody want to hear my fat ass talking all the time. But I'm gonna be doing like a dramatic purple, pink, smoky eye kind of look. I feel like everybody just stays in the neutrals and the romantic looks because Valentine is like more romance, but I like breaking the rules. And I am not going to be going for a neutral eye and a pop of color, which is always red. I love me a good red lipstick, but today I wanted to do something different and get out of the norm and do more of a colorful look and more of a neutral lip. So if you guys want to see what comes out of this big old head of mine and onto my face, then just keep on watching. I am going to be going into my Morphe 35P palette. I love this palette. I love all the purple cool tone shades that are in here. So I'm going to be grabbing this shade right here, and this is going to be acting as my transition shade, and this is going to start giving my eye shape a lot of depth. And I am using my Morphe M441. So now I'm going to be going into this Morphe. I love this palette. This is the 12P palette. It's just like really neon shades. These colors are very pigmented. I already did my other eye that I'm not doing on camera, just so you guys could see. But I'm going to be grabbing this pink right here. I love this pink. I really don't use pink eyeshadow, but for this look I'm going to be using pink eyeshadow. And I love the way it does blend out. So I'm just going to be blending this into my crease, and I'm using a small like T-bird pointed blending brush just because I do want to concentrate this color more in my crease and blend it a little bit upwards, not so much like a pink smoky eye, because then you don't want to make yourself look like sick and then you have like a pink eye. So I'm just going to be blending this into my crease, and I'll tell you guys how to concentrate on your crease. You want to blend the edges a little bit more, make it look more like airbrush and smoked out. You do want to go back to the brush you used for your transition color with no extra product. It does have a little bit of that transition shade, and then just blend the edges. Again, don't focus on the outer edge because you're gonna cover that pink up anyways. Just focus on the inner part of the eye because I do want this pink to pop in the inner part of my eye. I'm going to be going back into the Morphe 12P palette, and I'm going to be grabbing this shade right here. It's just like a dark purple shade, and I'm going to be concentrating that in the outer part of my eye to start giving my outer part of the eye a little bit more definition. So I'm going to be using a Morphe M200 brush. It's just a smaller brush. It's just I think this is natural hair. The other one that I used is more synthetic hair. Kind of looks the same, but this is a little bit more natural hair, and this is more synthetic hair. So I'm just going to be going in and blending that into my outer part. So I'm just going to be grabbing the shade again, and obviously you do want to dust the excess powder off the eye. I don't have my foundation, so that's why it doesn't really matter to me. So I'm just going to be grabbing the purple shade and packing it in the outer part of my eye. As you guys could tell, it does look kind of purple. I don't want like a very bright purple, so this is gonna work for me. I'm just gonna be packing that in the outer part of my lid and slowly blending it into the crease. I'm not gonna bring it in here because I don't want to cover that pink. I do want to cover a little bit of the pink in the outer part of the eye, so that's why I'm gonna be covering it with this purple. and then slowly blending it upwards. I think this brush is a little bit too big, so I'm going to be grabbing another brush if I find it. So I found another smaller brush. This is an actual synthetic brush. This is by Coastal Scents and the number BRCN06. So I'm going to be going back into that same shade and repeat the same process. Yes, this brush is better. I do recommend finding the brushes that work for you. Brushes are key. Doesn't matter where you buy them. Just I recommend having good brushes. As you guys could tell, I just have that pop of pink in the inner part of my eye, and I just love the way it looks. So I'm just going to be blending the edges out into the pink. Again, you do not want to cover the inner part of the pink. And then I'm going to be going back into that pink shade again, just because I did lose a little bit of the pigmentation. And I'm just going to be grabbing a little bit and making this pink a little bit more vibrant. You do want to blend everything to that pink shade for it to look cohesive and not look like you have like 20,000 million shades on your eyelid. So now that I have those two purple shades, I know I look kind of crazy, but I'm going to be cutting my crease, just my inner part of my crease. And then what I like to do is just grab the smallest synthetic concealer brush. This is, I believe this is by MAC, but I don't remember the name. So I'm just going to grab a little bit of concealer, and then I'm going to be placing it in the center of my lid. And then I'm going to go look up. And as you guys could tell, it did leave like a mark right there. And I'm just going to be going there. You do want to be very slowly when cutting your crease because it could get messy. So I just recommend taking your time and cutting your crease. Because I already know where I have my new crease at, I could go back into that same pink I used in my inner part of my eye and then add a little bit more pigmentation, just because I didn't want to do it before, because that's pretty much a waste of time and product because you were going to end up cutting your crease. So I'm just going to be grabbing that pink again and then just concentrating this at the tip of that new line you created. Doesn't matter if you get it in the concealer, you are going to cover it again anyways. So I'm just going to be adding that pink again.
I'm just doing small circular motions.
I'm going to be going back into the Morphe palette. This is a 35P. I will leave all the products down below. And I'm going to be grabbing this foil eyeshadow right here. This foil eyeshadow is like gorgeous. It has like a hint of purple, but like silvery purple, and I would love this on my lip. I'll give you guys a swatch right here. Look at all that reflect it has. So before the concealer dries, for it to stick, I'm going to be grabbing my Morphe M224 brush to pack it onto the lid. When you use foil shadows, I do recommend to pack and not swipe, just because it is going to create a lot of mess in the bottom of your eye. Obviously, I didn't do my foundation, but it is a bitch to take off because it still is a foiled shadow. I apply the shimmery shade on my lid, I will be going back into that small brush that I applied the dark purple, and then slowly tapping the shades together at an angle to keep that little angle that I like. So I already did my wing liner off camera just because I recently did a tutorial on that. I will leave it down below. Now I'm going to be using this Tarte Eye Jewels glitter liner. It has like a metallic and a glitter on the other side. So I'm going to be placing the metallic first just to create a base for the glitter. I'm just going to go around where my cut crease meets that pink, but first I'm just going to be adding this as a base, which is the metallic side. And I don't remember if I said this color. This is in the color silver. And I'm going to be going into the glitter. It's the same color, both of them, so I'm just going to be applying on top of that metallic shade. So I'm going to be doing my foundation off camera just because I recently just did a foundation routine. So if you guys want to see that, I will link it down below. So I'll be right back once I finish my foundation and concealer, and I'll show you guys how to finish your face. Okay, I already finished my base, and I did put some translucent powder to seal my concealer. Now I'm gonna bronze. As always, I'm using my LA Girl Pro Face High Definition Matte Pressed Powder. And I'm using my Morphe M527 to bronze my skin. This is a face powder, just in a darker shade. This is in the shade Warm Caramel, which I love face powders to bronze just because I have very oily skin, and if I use an actual bronzer, they are kind of like thinner and finer, and my skin will absorb the powder, and by the end of the day I won't have a bronzer anymore. So I'm just going to go and bronze my skin. And then to add a little bit more hollowness to my cheekbones, I'm going to be grabbing Subconscious and Shadow Play from the Kat Von D Shade and Light Contour Palette. It goes like right in the hollows of my cheeks, because that's where I want to concentrate this color. You see how that sucked in my cheekbone more than this one? And I'm going to be going back into the Morphe 35P palette. And I'm going to be grabbing the dark purple that I used on my outer corner. Just concentrating it in my lower lash line. I'm just going to be grabbing the same brush and then grabbing the transition shade I used up here in that same Morphe palette. And I'm going to start smoking the lower lash line. Okay, so now that I'm done smoking on my lower lash lines, I'm going to be highlighting my tear duct just because I love that look and it does open up my eyes a little bit more. And I'm using the ColourPop I Love Sarai collection. This is the shadow in the name by Vacious. So I'm just going to be blending that into the lid color, just so it could look like one color and not like two. And my favorite part of the whole tutorial would be highlighting my skin. I know when you're oily, you do tend to get a little bit scared when highlighting, but don't be scared of it because you still could wear it. So I'm going to be using this Wet n Wild highlighter in the shade Precious Petals, and I'm using a Morphe M501. And when you're really oily, I recommend to avoid this area. And me that I'm a guy, I do have very large pores. So what I do, I just grab it and just place it right here, which is very flattering, and it's going to give me more of a youthful and lifted effect right here. Going to apply my lashes and mascara off camera, and I'll be right back to do the lips. Moving on to lips, which is the last part of this tutorial. I'm going to be using I Love Sari X Color Pop Lippy in the shade Curvy. I'm going to be lining my lips and actually filling my entire lip with this lip liner. Definition to the outer part of my mouth just because I did overline my lips a little bit. I'm going to be going in with this Jordana lip liner in the shade Coco Loco. It's just a dark reddish brown, and I'm just going to be smudging it to my lower lash line and a little bit right here just to create a shadow. I'm going to be grabbing the lip gloss. This is actually the Curvy lip gloss as well, the one that goes with the lip liner by I Love Sari, and I'm just going to be blending all the lip liners together. Well guys, I just add a little bit of jewels to my face just to like make it like Instagram approval. All you have to do is just buy all I did was buy like the little sheets that I have like little things right here, and then just put eyelash glue, and then I did buy sequins, and then just put up on my face. I think it looks so cute, like this, like the glam side and like the Instagram side.
Till I get up, time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leaving.
Well guys, this is the final look. I hope you guys enjoy watching this tutorial. I did like the jewels. I was gonna do them like right here because I did see James Charles, but he actually painted them on his face. But I can't find my paint brushes, and I don't have like small detail brushes, so I can't find them, so I had to like go with rhinestones. So it still looks pretty. I hope you guys enjoy watching this tutorial. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and like this video, and leave me comments down below on what videos would you like to see next. Also, all the products used and mentioned during this video will be down in the description box, also as on my social media, so you guys can follow me there. Thank you guys so much for watching my channel, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye guys.